All right, ladies and gentlemen, you look up there on your screen, you will see that there are less than 10 minutes to go until our program begins. I will tell you that if you haven't found the most comfy seat in your house, if you haven't mixed your cocktail or gotten your glass of wine just yet, now's the time to do so. And lastly, if you haven't had a chance to register for our auction, now's the time to do it. Again, there's less than 10 minutes to go until our program begins. Go to bidpal.net/tropicalnights2020. I'll say it one more time, bidpal.net/tropicalnights2020 to register for the auction. And I will tell you, as we count down to our program, the party has started here in our studio. There's only about 10 people here with us, but listen to how much fun we're having. Right? They are ready to go. We hope you're ready to go. Tropical Nights 2020 gets underway in just about 9 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tropical Nights 2020, benefiting Meals on Wheels of Manatee. That's right. Let me tell you, I know you all are enjoying the pre-show and nice music and seeing all our great sponsors, but now the entertainment really gets underway. Before I introduce our pre-show band, our pre-show entertainment, I want to make sure that everyone is registered for our event. If you haven't had a chance to register for the auction, now's the time to do so. All you have to go is to bidpal.net/tropicalnights2020. So again, type that in, get registered for our auction. You've got about another 10 minutes to enjoy our opening entertainment here, Tropical Nights 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tropical Ave.
Welcome, everybody, to Meals on Wheels, Tropical Nights. We're Tropical Avenue. Happy to be with you folks for their very first online event. Let's get the party going. 1, 2, 1, 2, go.
Ain't she sweet?
5'2", eyes so blue. Oh, what those 5 feet could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turn up nose, turn down hose. A blabber, yes, she's one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? You turn it to 5'2", on color with fun. Diamond rings, fancy things, bets alive. It isn't her. Could she love? Could she who? Could she, could she, could she, could? Has anybody seen my gal? To all go with her. To love it isn't her. Could she love? Could she love? Could she, could she, could she, could anybody sing? Anybody sing? Anybody sing my gal? Yeah.
certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. Misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. right-hand corner, in the corner. Don't go nowhere. What do I care? You're still so worth waiting for. But I do believe me. I don't stay out late. Don't get to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Hey, misbehaving, saving my love for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Tropical Avenue. What an awesome way to kick off Tropical Nights 2020 as we support Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, for those of you joining us from home, this is a different time and a different climate, but we are so thrilled that you've joined us here for our first ever virtual gala. Tropical Nights coming to you. We're not going to give up on an effort like this, an effort that for the past 2 years has been voted the #1 not-for-profit event in all of Manatee County, right? So here's what we're going to ask you to do. For those of you who haven't already registered for our auction, we need to make sure that you do just that. The auction can be visited by going to bidpal.net/tropicalnights2020. It's the only way to bid on our auction items. It's the only way to give during our Bid from the Heart, to buy raffle tickets, all those fun things that we're going to ask you to do. The only way to do that is by going to bidpal.net/tropicalnights2020. So if you haven't done that yet, please do that now for us. Understand that for the entirety of the program, many of you, your phone will be just like your bidder paddle, right? Because you're sitting at home, there's no way for you to raise a bidder paddle up. So we're going to ask you when it's time to bid on items, you're going to do that on your phone. The silent auction has been open all week long, so I know many of you have already been bidding on those items, so please continue to bid on them. We will count you down to the end of the silent auction coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes, so we'll let you know exactly when that's going to happen. For the live auction items, you can also bid on those on your phone. Those are currently open, so if you want to bid on a live auction item, you can do that as well. We will talk you through exactly how the live auction will close when we come up to that part of the program. The entire program is going to be about an hour long, so we know you'll enjoy us being with you during that hour-long time. The other thing you can do on your phone to help us support Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee is buy into our raffle. Our raffle is only $50 an opportunity, or 3 for $100. What can you win, you ask? Well, Vanessa Jeweler once again has come up with an awesome, awesome raffle prize, and it's up here with me on the stage. It's a gorgeous necklace. I will also tell you that a better view of it is just there. We got that up on the screens for you as well, because this is a necklace that Vanessa Jeweler has picked out especially for this event. It's a Frederick Sage designer black and white mother of pearl station necklace in 14-karat white gold. The value of this is almost $3,000. So please pull out your phone, hit the let me make sure, the raffle ticket button. We try to keep it simple for you all and for me here, and buy your opportunity into that. And know that this year, there's actually 2 prizes. It's not only this necklace from Vanessa Jeweler, but there's also a $125 gift card to Vanessa Jeweler, which will be a so-called consolation prize. We will announce both of those prizes at the end of our program. So please stick around with us, buy those opportunities, bid in the silent auction, and get ready for the live auction coming up in just a little while. Now, we are social distancing here. Our entire studio audience consists of our friends from the production crew who's putting on this beautiful show, and we've also got some staff members and some family of staff members who are with us. And throughout the program, almost on cue, you're going to hear this. Right? So that is 12 people, loud and proud, right? But we encourage you throughout the program, please, when it is time to hoot and holler, we hope you'll do just that. Clap your hands. If you have a whistle like Judy has, let me hear it, Judy. She's been blowing it all day long, right? So if you want to hoot and holler along with the program, please, we encourage you to do this as well. Tropical Nights 2020 is presented by Manatee Memorial Hospital. I will also tell you that as we go in and throughout the program, you're going to hear the stories of what Meals on Wheels Plus is doing right here in this community. You're going to hear how all of that has been advanced and how much more we are supporting this community and Manatee County since the COVID crisis began a little more than 3 months ago. Here to tell you a little bit about that and to thank our sponsors who are so important to helping put on Tropical Nights. She is the president and CEO on Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. Please welcome Mary Beth Phillips.
Welcome everyone to the 27th annual Tropical Nights, the Roaring 20s in 2020. You know, each year Tropical Nights has a different theme. This year we put a whole new face on Tropical Nights and happy to present our very first virtual Tropical Nights event. You know, COVID-19 put a spotlight on the mission of Meals on Wheels Plus. During COVID-19 we had to alter our operations. We had to keep our volunteers and staff safe and our clients safe. And so tonight is especially critical as we fundraise in a fun way to ensure the continued mission of Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. We are especially grateful for tonight's presenting sponsor, Manatee Memorial Hospital, along with all of tonight's event sponsors who are listed in your program. Also, we have a big thank you to our annual sponsors who support us throughout the year. I would also like to give a big thank you to this year's event committee, starting with our event chair, Kathy Martella, along with Natalie Herrick, Christy Bach, Susan Kopstead, Judy Bjork, Amy Towery, and Christina Atkinson. They work year-long to put on this great event called Tropical Nights. So we are truly appreciative of their efforts this year and bringing us a virtual event. And now I'd like to give a big thank you and ask you to join me to thank the heroes of Meals on Wheels Plus. I am very honored to work with an incredible group of people, our staff, who make it happen every day. They are truly our heroes. They are essential personnel, and they never stopped working when COVID-19 hit us. So I am deeply grateful to the staff of Meals on Wheels Plus, and I ask you to join me in thanking them. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the 2020 board chair, Mr. Mark Goodson. Mark has been a great friend, a great colleague, a great volunteer for Meals on Wheels Plus, and has worked many years on our board. So it is truly my pleasure to introduce Mark at this time.
Good evening, everyone. Although to say things have changed since our last Tropical Nights would be the understatement of a lifetime, it does point to the fact that this is an extremely important event for us, and we're so very glad that you're all here with us tonight. Most of you know that our home delivered program is about, but the plus in our name means so much more. We have the Enrichment Center, Friendship Dining programs, Daybreak Adult Day Services, and our largest hunger relief organization in the county, the Food Bank of Manatee, an independent provider which is completely reliant on community support. All these worthy programs are managed under our umbrella. I would be remiss if I didn't take just a second to talk about the absolute wonderful people that serve as our team here at Meals on Wheels. What an absolutely incredible job they've done in unprecedented times. On top of what we were normally doing, we have added to our list 750 families through our school district programs. We have added 30% our home delivered meals with a waiting list. And we've been able to supply all 64 pantries here in Manatee County. And if we were live tonight, I would be asking right now for a standing ovation for all of them, but especially our leader, Mary Beth Phillips. Her job of management has been unprecedented during these times, and we're so proud to have her with us. In closing, I'd like to take just a minute and share with you what keeps your chairman up at night. As the COVID-19 story slows, as the tension wanes, as assistance slacks, the demand for our services remains or even grows larger in the weeks and months to come. And along with it, the need for the funds that is required to take care of the elderly and the truly needy in our community. That is why tonight is so important. We cannot do it without your help. With your help, we will make a difference in the lives of Manatee citizens. So have fun, have a great time, and remember to bid high and bid often. So again, thank you for being here, and let me turn the program back over to Jason.
All right. Mark, thank you so much. Truer words have never been spoken. Bid high and bid often, right? I will tell you, see up on the screen right now that the silent auction is about to close. I'm going to give you a countdown of that in just a moment. But I would also tell you that this is the final call for our raffle drawing, right? Vanessa Jeweler has put together this beautiful piece for us. It also has a consolation prize, a second raffle prize, which we will be pulling of a $125 gift card. Right now, we've sold 21 raffle opportunities, which means the next person who buys has a 1 in 22 chance of winning this great prize. So if you haven't bought in already, now's the time. Go on your phone, hit that raffle ticket button, get your raffle opportunities, and support Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. What I will tell you is that starting right now, I am putting a 3-minute counter on the silent auction and the opportunity to buy into our opportunity drawing. Understand that because of the wonders of modern technology, 3 minutes is not always exactly 3 minutes. And I tell you that because the words that are coming out of my mouth are reaching some of you at home at a little bit different time than others. So don't set your clocks to the exact 3 minutes. Don't rely on your Wi-Fi. Don't rely on your cell phone signal. Don't rely on how quickly my voice is getting to you. Rely on the fact that if you know you want an item, put in that bid, get that donation in, and help support Meals on Wheels of Manatee. What is going to happen is we've got One Cause here supporting us this evening as our mobile bidding partner, right? And they are the ones who have the official closing time of our silent auction. So I'm going to wait to hear the bell. Amy, can we practice the bell? All right. So when we hear that bell, that will be the signal that the silent auction closes, okay? So sit tight, get ready, get those bids in now, and we'll let you know exactly when the silent auction is closed. Now, you're wondering to yourself, what are some of the top items in our silent auction? As we get ready to show you those, and as we put those up on the screen, I will tell you that all of our items have bids. We had an initial discussion about, hey, let's put up the items that have no bids. They all have bids, which is tremendous. So let's take a look at some of the hot items in our auction, our top bid on items. You'll see there, I think those are blended in with some of our live auction items. So those are our live auction items, which you can bid on right now. The live auction is open. So if there's an opportunity to put up the silent auction ones, we'll see those as well. But it's a great opportunity for me to tease the live auction just a little bit, right? So we've got a great stay in Ireland right now in our silent auction. Our Boca Grande stay is in our live auction as well. We're going to see if we can refresh that screen and see if that changes it all there. We've got that gourmet dinner for 8 by Chef Joe Stoddard. It's our live auction item. And again, the live auction will happen right after our silent auction. So we're going to close this down in just a moment. And when it is closed, we'll explain exactly how the the live auction items are going to be bid on. Remember, everything is done on your phone. So if you haven't registered for the auction, you have to be registered in order to bid. So we've got some great silent auction items. I will tell you, as I was scrolling through earlier today, I will tell you there's 2 tickets in the Lightning Suite, right? And not just a Lightning Suite, the Lightning Suite, the suite that is owned by the Lightning. You're going to be invited into the Lightning Suite for the hockey game of your choice once the next regular season starts. So what I will tell you is if you haven't had a chance to bid on that and you're a Lightning fan, now's the time to do so. So we are going to wait and see as those go up on your screen. I will tell you throughout the program tonight, I'm going to be pulling out my phone as well, and I'm going to be looking at these items because so many of you, like me, are watching them as they go along here. So there are some great items in our auction. We've got our top items about to come up on the screen. The silent auction is going to close. We've got our pampering and dinner package. We're looking for a $250 bid. It's at Feast Restaurant and a Lash Above. We've got a gift card from Molly's and Stickney Point and Skincare by Jules, all of those in one package. And right now it's at less than $250. So put in your bid on that. I will also tell you that on almost all of our auction packages, there have been extended expiration dates. So for those of you concerned about leaving the house, you don't have to worry about that, right? All the expiration dates on so many of these packages have been extended. On those live auction packages, I will tell you exactly on those what the expiration dates are. So you want to make sure you pay attention to that. But I will tell you as you go through here, we've got auction item number 111, dinner choices, more dinners in our auctions. You'll want to see that one. The backyard grilling package, folks, the Publix gift card, a Weber gas grill is in our silent auction. So please get your phones out and put in those bids. We will announce in just a moment that it is closed I'll tell you once again, don't rely on your clock, on your watch, whatever it may be, to know when this silent auction is closing. We want you to get in those bids now. There it is. All right. So the bell has rung. We can hoot and holler now. That's good. I like that. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. Before the end of the program, unless you want to go back and check all the items you've been bidding on, before the end of the program, you will get a link and you will be able to check your receipt and see exactly what you won in our silent auction. But that is a great way to kind of roll along with our program here. The raffle sales have also been discontinued, so we will pick our raffle winner before the end of the program, so you will know if you won that. Now, as we go into this next part of the program, I will tell you that we're here to reinforce one more time that you can make a difference. You're sitting at home and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm not quite sure how much my donation, however big or small it may be, I'm not sure how much it can help. Well, I will tell you, there's people in this community, not only those who are active supporters of Meals on Wheels, but those who are just philanthropic, who they know and they understand that they can help. And they wanted to show you, leading into our live auction, how you can help as well.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together, we can make a difference.
I'm making a difference, so can you.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together, we can make a difference.
I can make a difference. So can you.
I can make a difference, and so can you.
Together,
We can make a difference.
Together, we can make a difference.
I have made a difference, and so can you.
Together, we can.
Make a difference.
Together, we can all make a difference.
Folks, let me tell you, what we can do, I love people in the background yelling, yes, you can, right? I will tell you that that jar got passed all around, right? It got shoved full of checks and cash and all sorts of other goodies, and the can has made it here, but please understand that the virtual can is being passed around throughout the rest of the program. So when you have an opportunity to give, I will remind you again, you can do it. And we've got the can up here on stage to prove it. Now, as we go into this next part of the program, it is the live auction. As I mentioned earlier on in the program, that there's obviously no bidder paddles for you to raise. So all the bidding is going to be done on your phone. If you pull out your BidPal device right now, which is the platform you've been bidding in the silent and buying your raffle tickets on, you will see that the only button available to you right now, there's one at the top that says Donate Now, and the one right underneath it that says Live Auction Packages. So if you have an opportunity, tap on that live auction package button and you will have a chance to bid on our great live auction items, right? I will have a chance to see who is bidding on these items, just like a live auction. I will acknowledge and thank those who are bidding, and then I will encourage others to outbid them until we find out who our top bidder is. The way the timing is going to work in the live auction is I'm going to read the description of the item, I'm going to call out some of our bidders, and then I'm going to give a 30-second warning for the close of that silent auction item. Again, all the control of the closing of each live auction item is done by OneCause, our mobile bidding partner. So they will take the opportunity to let me know when each live auction item closes. We will hear the bell ring, and we will announce who our winner of our live auction items are. So with that said, our first live auction item is one that each year is one of the favorites at this auction. You'll hear me say that a few times because we got some auction items back year after year that do so well. This one is our gourmet dinner by Chef Joe Stoddard of Meals on Wheels Plus. And what Chef Joe has put together is, in essence, anything you want, right? You're going to work with him. You're going to get the menu. You're going to create the menu with him. You're going to have wine pairings. You're going to have beer if you so choose. And it is going to be a multi-course dinner served in your home. And again, plenty of time with the expiration date on this one. Meals on Wheels Plus has already said they will take care of it. When you want to book it, they will book it for you. It has 8 people in your home. The current bid is at $850. That is I have Bach on there, which is great, which is $554, and I'm guessing that's Christy Bach, which is great, right? So what we're going to ask you to do, there's currently an $850 bid on that. We started the bid on this at $350. So what we're looking for is anyone who bid earlier at $350 or $450 or $550 or $650 or $750, now's the time to get back in and bid again. We will watch those bids as they come in. So I will ask you, Amy, are you all able to see who my $750 bidder is? Can you share that with me? Because we know that it's $750. All we're asking you for is another $200 to get your bid in on that. So right now, this dinner for 8 with Chef Joe, the custom menu, the in your home, is currently at $850. We're going to see who gets in at $950 before we close it out. As I mentioned, when I put that 30-second counter on this, that's when you're going to have the last few seconds. Don't rely on the Wi-Fi. Don't rely on your cell phone signal. So what we will do is I'm going to put a 30-second counter on it. Do we have an underbidder yet? Richard Piero, Michelle Detweiler. So Michelle Detweiler and Richard Piero, were they both in at 750? They were both in at 750, so they've been outbid. So understand what we're asking both of you for is to just bump that up $200 and get us another extra bid for this package. 8 people in your home, full service. They even bring a server with them. And what's most important is they pack up afterwards too and clean up as well. So we're going to put a 30-second counter on this starting right now. I'm going to tell you that don't trust the Wi-Fi, don't touch your cell phone signal. I'm watching that donation screen right in front of me. I'm going to see if anybody can outbid bidder 554, which is Christy Bach, right? Is there anybody else who's going to come in? Or when that bell rings, we're going to close it out and we're going to give it to Christy at $850. So anybody else want in at $950 before we close it out? Chef Joe, last year, I will tell you, he put together paella party, paella dishes, oftentimes to fit our theme of our event from Tropical Nights. So we got a $950 bid. Piero is back in. That's where you can blow that whistle too, right? I love it. Now let's see if we can get over 1,000. Can we go $1050 on one of these? We want to see if Christy Bach gets in one more time. Remember, when that bell rings, we're going to see if it's done before one more bid gets in, or if we're wrapping it up with bidder 601. The Pieros right now are in at $950. Anybody else at $1050 before we close this one out? I'm waiting for the bell to ring. As soon as it rings, we are done. There's no more bids coming in. There it is right now, right? So the Pieros are our winning bidder at $950. I love that. That's awesome. You're going to have the meal of the year, and Chef Joe will make sure of that. Let's move on to our next live auction item. The next live auction item comes to us from Sunset Royal Beach Resort in Cancun. Everybody say, ooh. I like it. It is 7 days and 6 nights, an all-inclusive getaway, right? What I will tell you is that this comes with a full food and drink menu. The activities on site, you see up there on the screen right now. Let's go ahead and go full screen on that right now, right, so that you can see the gorgeous type of room that you'll be staying in. You see the gorgeous pool that you'll be laying at and sipping on those umbrella drinks. And then you see the aerial view of this beautiful resort, the Sunset Royal Beach Resort in Cancun. Right now, the bid is just at $750. This is for 2 people. So understand it is all-inclusive, all-in food and drinks. They will take care of your activities while you are on site. You see the gorgeous accommodations. You see the gorgeous pool while you are there. What I will also tell you is that there is a golf course on site. So if you so choose to partake in golf, you just roll right out of bed and you're onto the golf course without a problem. I would also make sure that you know that this doesn't expire for 2 years. It doesn't expire until December of 2021. So you have 18 months in which to travel to Cancun. So if you're not comfortable now, that's no problem at all. Right now, the bid is just at $750. I need somebody to get in with a $1,000 bid. Is there a $1,000 bidder out there? We're looking at our screens right here to see if that increases anywhere there. The retail value on this package is upwards to $4,200 depending on when you want to travel. I currently have a $750 bid. Is there a $1,000 bidder out there anywhere? We got a $1,000 bidder there by Andy Goose. We're in at $1,000. I now need somebody to go $1,250. Is there a $1,250 bidder somewhere? I need a $1,250 bidder. Those of you who got in at $750, we're looking for $500 more. I'll tell you that all your food, all your drinks are included in this one. So what I'm going to do, it's going to happen quick. We're going to put a counter on this one. Right now, Andy Guz is going to get this package for just $1,000. This package sold in our auction last year for, was it $2,700, and right now we're at $1,000. We understand the travel climate is different. I also want you to fast forward in your mind for almost 18 months that you'll be able to use this package. So we currently have a $1,000 bid. We need somebody to put in $1,250 before we wrap it up. Let's go ahead and put our 30-second counter on it right now. We're going to see if we have a $1,250 bid out there. Does anybody want to go? Can we go one time at $1,250? Can anybody go? Who's going to go? Anybody want to? Who's going to go one time? Anybody want to? Who's going to go one time? Anybody want to go? Who's in at $1,250? Anybody in? We're looking at that screen right there and seeing if anybody's going to outbid him at $1,250. Can I get somebody to go one time before we wrap it up? Andy, you're about to get a steal. It's just $1,000. You can look at it at $500 a person, or if you're footing the whole bill for the couple, it's $1,000. We're good with that too, right? I know you need somebody at $1,250 before we wrap this one up. All your food, all your drink, the transport from the airport to the property, the Sunset Royal Beach Resort in Cancun, last year at $2,700. I now need somebody in at $1,250 before we wrap this one up. Anybody in? Anybody going to go one time? We're waiting for that bell to ring. As soon as it rings, this item is closed. Is anybody out there going to put their finger on that button and bid one time at that $1,250 level? Anybody in? We're at $1,000. Andy's in. He's going to Cancun unless we get one person to slide in before that bell rings. There's people in this room are going, oh my gosh, I should do that, right? Anybody in before at $1,250 before we hear that bell ring? There it is. The bell has rung. Now, I do want to make sure we want to refresh the screen and hear from our mobile bidding company exactly who our winning bidder is. Again, because of the latency and because of the bids coming in at the last second, I want to make sure that it's approved, that we have a winning bidder. So what I will tell you is, again, the beauty of this modern technology. Barbie Bush got in at $1,250. So Barbie Bush is our winner at $1,250. That is awesome. All right. Now, and that's the beauty of it, folks. You can certainly try and hope to get that bet in as Barbie did, but we're going to see who else gets in our next auction package, because this next auction package is quite possibly as unique as it gets, right? There is a company here in the Manatee, Sarasota area. It's Be Swanky, and what Be Swanky has done is put together an amazing auction package for us, because it's not just the handbag, which we're going to introduce to you in just a moment, but it is an experience like none other. The handbag that they've donated to this auction, you see it up there on your screen now, it's a $1,200 value. It's a Sofita Province Eel handbag or backpack. But this also comes with an exclusive tour of their design studio and Altier in Sarasota. So you're gonna get to go behind the scenes and see exactly how these bags are made, but it's not just you, it's you and 15 friends, right? So all of you get to go to Be Swanky in Sarasota. You're gonna have wine and appetizers, and you're surely gonna make this a day out, a night out. It is going to be an awesome time for the girls, right? While you are there, you're also gonna have discounts and complimentary keychains, but these are not just any keychains. These are keychains valued at $35 each. So for all 15 of you that are there, you're gonna get $35 keychains to take with you from Be Swanky. So it is the $1,200 bag, and it is the party for 15 while you are there. But it's not for me just to show you this picture up on the screen of your handbag. We have got models here with us to show off the handbag. So let's bring them in right now, right? They're gonna dance in. We saw Mary Beth Phillips earlier, the president and CEO. She's joined by Judy Bjork. You're actually gonna put the handbag on her, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Judy is the VP of Events and Volunteer Engagement. And what they have said is they're gonna model this for us. So we're gonna have that camera shot set up, and now they're putting it on. Because it's not just the handbag that you can throw over your shoulder or hold by your side, but it's a really cute backpack that you can wear as well. So that's okay, we're gonna put it on now. Here we go. So it is $1,200 in retail value on that. The current bid is at $600. We need somebody to get in at $600 for this $1,200 backpack, right? $1,200 for this purse, but again, not just any purse. I talked about it before. It's a Sofita Province Eel handbag or backpack, however you choose to wear it. It's $1,200. You're gonna get the exclusive tour. Folks, what I will tell you, we do some auctions where all that is in the auction is either the tour or the handbag. They're putting these together for you. You gotta stay on that side of the white line though. That's okay. She almost skipped out of the screen on us there. We want to be able to see it all. But I will tell you that these ladies are like my Vanna White right now, showing it off. So we're gonna keep it on there for just a moment. We're gonna see if another bid comes in. We're gonna put the 30-second counter on this auction item right now. So as I mentioned, it is a $1,200 handbag. It is made of eel skin, the Sofita Province Eel handbag or backpack. You can wear it however you so choose. It also comes with the exclusive tour of Be Swanky, their design studio in Alpert in Sarasota, right? It's 15 people are gonna get to go on this VIP experience where you're gonna have wine and appetizers, you're gonna get discounts, you're gonna get the complimentary keychain while you are there. So we're gonna look and see if we can get a bid on that right now. If we don't get a bid, we're gonna pass on it. We're waiting to see if anybody gets in on that right now. We're looking for a $600 bid. A $600 bidder takes this handbag with them. The handbag or the purse, your choice. So what you can do is, let's go back to the camera shot of me right here in the center. We're gonna keep that picture up there on the screen, and we're gonna see if anybody's gonna hit that bid button. That bid button at just $600 is gonna get you this experience. What I would tell you is, aside from the handbag, imagine just having 15 of your friends all go out for the evening. You're gonna go to Be Swanky, and just for $600, you're gonna get wine and appetizers while you're there. So do we have a bid on that? I'm gonna refresh my screen. I'm gonna keep looking up here at my monitors and see if another bid comes in to see if anyone's gonna bid on that. Anybody want in? I'm waiting for that bell to ring. As soon as that bell rings, we're going to pass on it, or we're going to see who wants in on these items. I'm gonna refresh mine. There we go. All right, so the bell has rung. We didn't get a bid on that. We're gonna go on to our next live auction lot, right? Our next live auction lot is Ireland, right? I tried to convince Judy and Mary Beth to come in here and do a little Irish jig on the side, but we're not gonna have them do it, right? This is the 20s theme event, right? Not an Irish themed event. So Roaring 20s in 2020 is gonna send you to County Cork, Ireland. This is for 4 people. Understand that when we put you up at this 5-star Castle Martyr Resort, you're gonna be staying in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on this property. You look at the amenities there. You look at the on-site golf course. You look at the swimming pool. You look at the spa that you have there. Understand that this is not just the stay while you are in County Cork in Ireland. This is for 4 people, as I mentioned. But you are gonna have a full-day tour for 4 people of Blarney and Cove. Understand, 4 of you, all 4 who are on this trip, for 8 days and 7 nights, are also going to have a full-day tour of 2 of the most popular area cities, where they take you to the city, they show you the sights, they show you the history of those cities. We have a $2,500 bid right now. I need a $3,000 bid to keep this one going. It is 8 days, 7 nights. It's for 4 people while you're in Ireland. It's not only the amazing accommodations at the 5-star Castle Martyr Resort. It is in County Cork, but it is also that on-site golf and spa and restaurants that you will have access to. It's the full-day tour for 4 people of Blarney and Cove. And I will also tell you that we're not just going to set you out there on your own. You're going to get professional concierge and booking services to help you plan your entire trip if you so choose, and to make sure that your trip goes as planned. And I will tell you again, for this package, the expiration dates are all extended. You're going to have 24 months to take this trip. It doesn't expire for 2 years. So we want you to be comfortable. We want you to know that you'll have plenty of time to take the trip. We currently have a $2,500 bid from bidder 624. Ferry is currently our top bidder at $2,500. We're looking for 4 people who want to go. If it's 2 couples right now, the bid is at $1,250 a couple, $2,500 total. We now have a $3,000 bid. Let's get the applause in there now. Now, it is always a challenging thing for me before I advance on when I know that the top bidder just happens to be our board chair. Our top bidder just happens to be sitting right here. So I'm not sure how much I should be encouraging someone to outbid him, except what I will tell you. As much as we know he wants to go to Ireland, I believe that he wants to support Meals on Wheels of Manatee even more. So, are you going to be okay if you get outbid? He'll be okay. So Christy Bach is in at $3,500. How about that right there, right? So Christy is my bidder. So Mark, you can come back at $3,000. We also had our bidder at $2,500. If they want to come back one time, I need a $4,000 bid here one time. Is there a $4,000 bidder anywhere out there? Anybody in at $4,000? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put our 30-second counter on this. And remember, that means you've got only about 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less to put in your bid. So let's start that 30-second counter right now. I'm going to wait to hear that bell. Right now, Christy Bach is my top bidder at $3,500. We're looking for a $4,000 bidder to keep this one going. Is there a $4,000 bid anywhere? $3,500 is Bach. Mr. Goodson was in at $3,000. We're going to see if he's got one more bid in him. What you would do as a live auctioneer, if we were at our in-person event, I would probably go over and stand next to Mark and just be like, Mark, everybody's watching, right? So what I would tell you is, while we're not at our live event, everyone's still watching and waiting. And the question is, if he comes back one more time, is he going to be outbid again by Christy? So we'll see what happens there. So what I will do, what's that? We got it. We go over here? Oh, so Christy came back at 4,500. Did I miss Mark's bid at 4,000? Is that where he was? So he was my $4,000 bidder. Christy is now in at 4,500. I now need a $5,000 bid, and we're going to wait for that bell to ring too, and we're going to see if we can get it to go one more time. Anybody in at $5,000? Who's going to go one time? Anybody want in? $5,000. Anybody want to go? All right, now, here's what I want to do. I want to make a little magic happen, right? So not only because he's the board chair, and not only because he's breathing down my neck right here to my left, right? We had Christy in at 4,500. And we had Mark in at 4,000. What I'd like to do, and I want to get approval from Judy and Mary Beth, that I can sell 2 of these at $4,000 each. Can we do that? Yes, you can. Yep. So Amy, I want to make sure. Lindgren was in. And what price is Lindgren in at? At 4,000 also? Okay. So we've got 3 at $4,000, right? I will tell you, you know what? And Amy, can you ask Pam, if I leave this open for another 30 seconds, if anybody else wants in at 4,000, can they still get in? All right, so we're going to see how we can make that work. So we're going to open it up and leave it open for a few more seconds. It might be best, and Amy, I know I'm throwing a lot of things at you now. Amy's working with our One Cause platform here. Is it best if Facebook Messenger and you put a message in Facebook they want in at 4,000? Yes, all right. So we have 3 packages currently sold at 4,000. If you would also like in at $4,000 in Facebook chat, is there also, yes, Facebook chat. We're going to ask you just to type in 4,000 and your name, and we're going to add it. Bill Grenier is quickly writing things down now. Quick, right? The money guy. I love it. You have another one coming in?
Fairies are at 4.
The fairies are also at $4,000. So that's 4 of them at $4,000. I'm going to see if anybody wants to get in. And how about we do this? I'm not too worried about the timer on this, okay? So I would say through the rest of the program, right? If you're on Facebook Messenger and you want this package at $4,000, we currently have 4 sold. All you have to do is type in Ireland 4,000, and we're going to add you to this package, right? We're doing a lot of tap dancing up here, right? It's a new virtual world that we're in right now, and we have a great opportunity to sell a few more of these if we have other people who want in. So it's currently 4 at $4,000. What we just did there, a sell price for Meals on Wheels plus of Manatee is $16,000. How about that, right? That is awesome. Let's move on to our next live auction item. Our next live auction item comes to us courtesy of 941 Limo and our friends at Park Shore Grill. It is a 5-course wine-paired dinner for 10 people with round-trip party bus transportation. And I will tell you, it has a 1-year expiration, but there are no day-of-week restrictions. So some of these packages for dinners you'll often see, you know what, it's only available Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. No, if you want to go on a Friday and Saturday, you will be well taken care of by my friends at Park Shore Grill. Celebrity chef and oftentimes voted best chef in Tampa Bay's area, Tyson Grant. He and his team are going to work with you to put together an awesome dinner for you. It is a wine-paired dinner for 10. It is 5 courses. They will bring out wine with every course to make sure that you are happy and you are well fed. So here's what we're going to do. I currently have a bid of $1,025 from Andy Guz. Andy's helping us out a lot here. Thank you so much, Andy. We're going to hear from Andy a little bit later in the program as well. So what I need is I want to make sure I know this. My next bid has to be, let's see what I got here. All items. The next bid that we're looking for is $1,275. So we're going in $250 increments. So for $1,275, you'll have this dinner for 10 and the party bus to drive you round trip. The value on this is upwards of $2,500. I now need to say who's going to get in at $1,275 and outbid Andy on this one right now. Who's going to get in and outbid Andy Guz one time? I now need a bid of $1,275. As I mentioned, we're going to put that timer on this right now and see if anybody else wants in. So I'm looking at my screen up here and seeing if anybody else wants to bid. Is anybody going to get in at $1,275 before we put the timer on? At $1,275, folks, we're looking at $127.50 a person to have this 5-course dinner, wine pairings, the party bus round trip. Who's in at $1,275? Let's go ahead and put that counter on right now. So if Andy gets this at $1,025, it could be the steal of the auction, I believe, right? Because now he's close to $100 a person I would tell you the meal is worth more than $100 a person. Who's going to get in? I love when I say things like that and people around the room are going, yep, you're right. How are you not getting another bid? So we're going to see, is anybody getting into $1,275 one time? Who's going to go $1,275? Who wants to go? Roaring 20s in 2020, and we're asking for $1,275 for a dinner for 10 at Park Shore Grill. Oftentimes, many people will tell you the best restaurant in the whole Tampa Bay area, certainly in St. Petersburg. Who's going to get in at $1,275 before we wrap it up? And wait and hear that bell. When that bell goes off, the auction is over and you can't get in. Don't trust your Wi-Fi. Don't trust your cell phone signal. Don't trust that you know exactly when that 30 seconds is up. We're going to see it. Okay, so the bell has gone off. I'm going to make sure that is Andy Guz, bidder 563, our winning bidder. We're confirming that, yes. So Andy gets it at $1,025. Thank you from Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. We will now move on to our ultimate and final live auction item. This one is our trip to Boca Grande. There are certainly some people who say, you know what, I'm not willing to travel far right now, but if you want to travel close, look at this amazing home that you can stay in for a full week. It is 1 week in Boca Grande for 6 with a $500 Visa gift card to spend however you want to. It is 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. You have deeded beach access. You see the staircase right there? You walk down those stairs and your feet are in the sand. There's a private pool and a hot tub, and if we advance one more picture, you're going to see the authentic Chicky hut right there. You can sit under that and certainly look out at that gorgeous view that you have, that lakefront view. You've got the pool right in front of you, you've got the hot tub right in front of you, and like the expiration dates, as we've talked about before, it doesn't expire for 2 years. So we currently have a bid of $2,800. The interior views of this home are gorgeous. The exterior views are the only thing that are maybe better than the interior views, right? But there is a gorgeous kitchen. All 6 of you can eat together. You have this amazing property that you'll be staying at in Boca Grande. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, the deeded beach access, the private pool and hot tub, the authentic Chicky hut, valid for 2 years. The Rip Burgers are currently my top bidder at $2,800. So what we need here is we need another bid to keep this bidding going. The Rip Burgers are in at $2,800. We're going to look and see what is next. I need a bid of $3,150, right? So we're looking for a $350 bid increment at this point. I now need somebody at $3,150 who's going to get in. We're going to Boca Grande. There's only one of this package, I promise. So if you think you're waiting to see if I can split it, if you're an underbidder and you're waiting, it's not going to happen. So here's how we're going to do it. I currently have a $2,800 bid in Boca Grande. We have 2 at $2,800, but we can't have 2 at $2,800. So you need to ask Pam who our current top bidder is. So Rip Burger. So if you also put in a bid at $2,800, we only have one of these. You have to get in at $3,150. Remember, it comes with that $500 gift card to spend on anything you want. You want to help get travel to get down there. You want to rent a Mustang to go down there. You want to get dinner while you're down there. You want to buy a new outfit when you get down there. All of that can be done with this gift card. Spend it on anything that you want. We currently have a bid of $2,800. I need someone in at $3,150 to keep the bidding going. Is there a $3,150 bidder out there? I know there was interest by someone else at $2,800. I hate for you to miss out on this for just $350. If it's Kathy McCowan is our other $2,800 bidder. So Kathy McCowan, we know you were in at $2,800, but we can't take that bid because the Rip Burgers were already in at $2,800. So we need a $3,150 bid for the McCowans. Can we go one time? We're going to put that timer on it. Again, it's about 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and start that right now. The 30-second counter is in, whether it's the McCowans or someone else, who's going to slide in under the radar. You're still getting a steal because understand the value on this is $3,500, right? So we're looking for someone who wants that $500 gift card, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath for 6 people in Boca Grande. Just a short drive, but you will feel like you are miles and miles and miles away from it all, right? I'm going to see. We have a $3,150 bid. The Martellas are in at $3,150, right? So I see that in here right now. So listen, Kathy knows how to play the game, right? She didn't want to get in too early, but that's fine. So we get a $3,150 bid. I now need $3,500. Do the Rip Burgers one in at $3,500 for Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. One time, or the McCowans, either one of them. They were both in at $2,800. There is not 2 of these for me to sell, only one of them. I need a $3,500 bid. Who's going to try to get in under the radar there? Anybody get in before that bell rings? Anybody want to go one time? Who's going to go? I'm looking at you. And by I'm looking at you, that means I'm looking at everybody, right? It's a virtual gala. I look right into the camera, you're looking at me. Is there a 35? All right, so there's my bell. I want to confirm before we announce it officially, are the Martellas bidder 578 our winner? Yes. How about that? At $3,150, the Martellas are going to Boca Grande. That is going to be an awesome, awesome package, an awesome vacation. Now, I will tell you that the opportunity to give and the opportunity to get is not complete. We have one more opportunity for you. It's called the Bid from the Heart. And in the Bid from the Heart, you don't get a trip to Boca Grande. You're not going to get a dinner by Chef Joe. You're going to get to know the feeling of giving from the bottom of your heart directly to our mission. And that's why we call it the Bid from the Heart. But I'm telling you, I'm not the one who needs to go on about our mission. It's for someone who knows it and feels it and touches it as part of this organization on and on and on. He is not only a board member here at Meals on Wheels Plus, but he's also the CEO of Lakewood Ranch Medical Center. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, he's a winner of one of our live auction items, Andy Guz.
Hi, I'm Andy Guz, CEO of Lakewood Ranch Medical Center and proud board member at Meals on Wheels Plus. It is with great pleasure that I tell you what Meals on Wheels Plus has accomplished and continues to accomplish for Manatee County. When COVID-19 came crashing into our lives, the staff at Meals on Wheels Plus had to immediately take action to continue our mission, yet keep everyone safe. Operations, as usual, had to be put on hold and new programs had to be added to ensure that seniors, families, children, and babies had nutrition. Over the last 14 weeks, over 350,000 meals have been distributed direct to multi-generational families, including over 19,000 pounds of fresh produce and hundreds of gallons of milk and loaves of bread. We reassigned staff to deliver the client meals as most of our volunteer drivers are over 65, and we temporarily suspended volunteer service in observance of the CDC guidelines. This means that the work normally done by 80 to 100 volunteers every day had to be done by 25 to 30 staff members. To limit interaction with the most vulnerable population, our elderly seniors, we now deliver all 7 days of meals as frozen meals once a week. We added a new telephone reassurance program to call clients during the week since we don't see them every day. We responded to the constantly changing and increasing needs of our seniors needing hot meals, adding over 250 new clients in the last few months, which means that we're currently distributing over 5,000 meals to homebound seniors weekly. For these individuals who have lost their jobs and are in need of food, the runway is expected to be a long road for COVID recovery. The Food Bank of Manatee has seen a huge increase on the draw on food for our over 60 food pantries and partner agencies we service. Many of those needing assistance have never been to a food pantry before. As we saw during the recession, we believe there to be a continued and increased need for food in our programs for a long time. Our work provides basic nutrition to those in critical need. Today's fundraiser is especially vital in making sure we can continue to fill that need. Here's a short video which shows the many programs of Meals on Wheels Plus. We never want to have to turn anyone away, and with your financial support, we won't have to. Together, we can make a difference.
Every dollar donated matters. Every can of food donated matters. What each individual can give makes a difference. You can help a senior know they are not alone. Hot, nutritious meals, fresh produce, and pet food are delivered to homebound seniors and disabled residents across 893 square miles of Manatee County. You can make them feel like a kid again. The only licensed adult day center in Manatee County, Daybreak Adult Day Center, provides a safe, fun environment for seniors to thrive. You can provide nutrition and social connection to seniors who would otherwise be alone. Friendship dining centers feed the mind, the body, and the soul. You can help them stay active. The Enrichment Center promotes healthy lifestyles for those aged 50 plus. You can help feed the most vulnerable in our community. The Food Bank of Manatee is the leading local source of nutrition for food insecure babies, children, families, and the elderly in Manatee County, providing over 3.6 million pounds of food to residents of our community in 2019. Through Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee, you can feed and nourish babies, children, families, and the elderly.
Something perfectly was spinning around like a child. Oh, and all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. Something perfectly was spinning.
You can make a difference. You can provide hope. You can lend a hand. You can donate. We can change lives. Together, we can meet the needs in Manatee County in 2020 and beyond.
You are good for my heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, you heard the mission there. You heard the message there. The time has never been more right for you to give to Meals on Wheels of Manatee. Understand that so much has changed in just the past 3 or 4 months. The new program, Food for Family, is now given out 216,000 meals for families who are food insecure over the past 3.5 months. Our senior program, which normally has 540 people in it every month, now has 50% more than that, simply because times have changed. So as we go into this part of the Bid from the Heart and I ask you for donations, I want you to think about those families in this community who could be most impacted by Meals on Wheels Plus. And that plus is so important because all of the programs are encompassed in one place. There are many other counties who have other great organizations who do similar work, but it's disjointed. Here at Meals on Wheels Plus, it's all together in one. Our goal over the next 7 or 8 minutes is to raise $30,000 in the Bid from the Heart. The way it's going to work is I'm going to call out some donation levels, and as I call out those levels, if you want to give, once again, on your phone, all you do is pull up that screen and know that your donation can be made. There's a button that says Donation. We're going to ask you to hit it. In fact, it should be up on your screen right now. There's buttons there. All you do is push the button and you make your donation. As I call out those numbers and work my way down, we're going to call out and thank those people who are donating. Our first ask tonight to help us get to this $30,000 goal over the next 7 or 8 minutes is $10,000. Is there a $10,000 donor out there who's willing to hit that button on their phone and make that contribution to make this thermometer any moment now jump up? Is there a $10,000 donor out there? So let's go ahead and put that thermometer up on the screen. Some people have already gotten in with some of these other donation amounts, and that's fine. If you want to make them early, that's okay. But in order for me to thank those who give at some of these bigger levels, you wait until I call it your donation level and we see who wants to get in at $10,000. Is there a $10,000 donor out there? I will tell you that what $10,000 does is 10,000 is a, oh, we've got it. How about that? Craig Shearer, thank you so much. Craig stepping up with a $10,000 contribution to this event. I started talking about what $10,000 does, and not only will Craig do that, but anyone who hits their button will do things like this. At $10,000, it's running the necessary equipment for the Food Bank of Manatee. It's the only food bank and the largest hunger relief organization based in Manatee. So $5,000. So Amy, it says it maintains necessary equipment. Is that for one day? Do we have a number on that? Right. So that, think about it. His donation there, 2 full days That's making that impact. Who else at $10,000? Is there anyone else? Now, I will tell you there are some organizations and some events we've all been to where someone gets up and says, I'll give $10,000 if somebody else will give $10,000. It's a match. Or 5 people at 2. No. Craig says, I'm just going to hit the button. I want to inspire others to give. Who else has he inspired to give at $10,000? Anyone else? We'll move on to our next level, because our next level is the $5,000 level. At $5,000, we talked about at 10, you're going to do 2 days of operations and equipment at the food bank. I now need somebody in at $5,000. We're going to see whose name pops up there on the screen, who can make that contribution, who can make that difference, who can help feed those families in our community. You mentioned in the video, you heard about the babies. You've heard about the term food insecure. We want to eliminate that, but we have to help get them on their feet. And that's what we're trying to do here. So we have a $5,000 donation here. That's right. Jamie DiDomenico, thank you. Jamie is in, another board member. I know Jamie's our treasurer as well of our board. So Jamie, again, he is standing up and saying, who will follow my lead? Who's with me? Are there other $5,000 donors out there for Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee? Who's in at $5,000? Anyone else? We're almost halfway to our goal with just 2 donations. Who else can help us out at $5,000? Is there anyone else out there who can put their finger on that button and hit that $5,000 donation button? Anyone else? We'll keep moving down. When I hit the number that you're willing to give, we encourage you to get that finger on that button. Steve Bayard is in, right? That's another $5,000 donation. Thank you. Who else at $5,000? Folks, understand that the donations you make here are directly impacting this community. Manatee County doesn't leave here, right? So for those who live and work and appreciate this community, now's the time to put their fingers on their button. Anyone else? We're at $21,050. Our next level is the $2,500 level. At $2,500, you're going to provide daily nutrition for a homebound senior for a full year. Think about that. A senior who is not only benefited by the food that is delivered to them, and at $2,500, you're going to help with that for a year, but it's also the check-ins and the phone calls to make sure that they are being safe and healthy. Christy Bach is in at $2,500. How about that? Who else at $2,500? Are there other donors at $2,500? Folks, I will tell you, we're creeping closer and closer to that goal, but we're not going to applaud too loudly till we're all done, because we want to give the correct respect and response to everyone who gives. Are there other donors at $2,500 who can help impact one senior for a full year with all their meals? Who's in at $2,500? Are there other donors at $2,500? Anybody else want in one more time before we move on? And understand that if you walked away for a moment and you come back and say, you know what, I meant to give $2,500, put it in whenever you want. But we're going to keep going down and calling our levels. Anyone in at $2,500, Christy, thank you so much. You're such a huge supporter of this organization. I think you might even be going to Ireland and you're making this donation. Thank you. Who else at $2,500? Anybody else before we move on? Our next level is the $1,000 level. And at the $1,000 level, you're going to provide scholarship assistance for clients at the Daybreak Adult Day Center. And if you've never been to the Adult Day Center, you're missing out on something special. You walk in there and you see our local seniors interacting. You see our local seniors being active. You're seeing them be a viable part of this community. And at $1,000, you help providing scholarship for those programs. Who's in at $1,000? Are there people out there who put their finger on their donate button? You see it on the screen. We couldn't make it any easier for you. The buttons are right there for you. Who else is in at $1,000? Can I get any $1,000 donors out there? Those of you who are sitting at home, you tuned in. We've told you our message. We've shown you the people. Our message and our mission is not about the meals. Our message and mission is not about the drivers. It's not about the staff. It's not about the buildings. It's about the people who we impact. It's about the seniors and the family and the children who, quite frankly, without Meals on Wheels Plus, would not be viable members of this community. They rely on us. Are there $1,000 donors out there for Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee? Anyone at $1,000 before we move on? We'll move on to our next level. Our next level is the $500 level. And what we're trying to do here is providing food for multi-generational families for 5 months. 5 months you'll help provide food for those families. So who's in it $500? This is where we should start seeing the name scroll on the screen. Those of you sitting at home, those of you on the board, those of you who are on this committee helping to put on this event, those of you who may not know anything about Meals on Wheels Plus, but are certainly ready to give and support the organization after tuning in and hearing our story and understanding the mission and the message. Who's in it $500? Are there $500 donors out there anywhere? Anyone at $500, we're going to wait and see that screen one more time. Christy Bach is getting a lot of airtime here, right? Because she was in at $2,500, and her name is still up there because we're waiting to see who wants to get in at $1,000 or $500. Are there other donors out there at $500 before we move on to our next level? Who's in at $500 who can pull up that phone and hit that button? It's waiting there for you on the screen. A $500 donation will feed those multi-generational families, those children and the parents and the grandparents are all going to get fed for multiple months because you're making a $500 donation. Kathy Martell at $500. Thank you. I love it, Kathy. Thank you so much to you and your family, not only for that donation, but again, another bidder and I believe a winner of one of our live auction items. So those people who said, you know what? We want to play the game. We want to bid on items. We like getting things for our bids, getting prizes, auction prizes. But when it comes down to the bid from the heart, we're willing to donate then too. You don't get anything during this program except that feeling of knowing you gave from the bottom of your heart. But if you talk to the Martellas and you talk to the Bachs and you talk to the Shearers and you talk to the DiDomenicos, you'll know that they feel it from the bottom of their hearts. Anyone else at 500 before we move on? The next level I'm going to call is $250. At the $250 level, we talked about the multi-generational family that you're going to feed for 5 months. I'll split it in half for you. You can either look at it as one family for 2.5 months, or you can look at it as like a half a family for 5 months. I think it's more likely one family for 2.5 months get fed. At $250, pull out those phones, make those donations, contribute and give. Give to Meals on Wheels Plus, this amazing organization in this community. Who's in at $250? We want to see those names pop up. We want to see those names scroll. The Martellas were up there at $500. Who's in at $250? If we were at our in-person event, we'd ask you to pick up your bid pallet and put it up on the screen. We talked about the you can give. Here's our can. It's been filled. We need other people to give and fill our can as well. Anyone at $250? I'm waiting to see if anybody else's name pops up there. Our goal is to get to $30,000. Amy Towery, thank you for your $250 donation. How about that, right? Christine Sensenig, thank you for your $250 donation. Let's get a little momentum going now, right? We're cooking with gas. Let's go. Christine's there now. We're at $24,550. Auctioneers love numbers that aren't even. $24,550. We'll take another $250 on top of that to make it $2,800. Is there another $250 donor out there? Amy gave $250. Christine gave $250. Anyone else at $250? What I will tell you is the next level we're going to call is the $100 level. Now, if you're planning on giving and you wanted to give a dollar amount outside of 100, hold tight. Because during this part of the program, what do we got over there? We got another one. The Bjork family has helped us get to $24,800. So thank you to them as well. Folks, the staff here is giving as well and making that difference to where they not only work, but that's where their heart is, let's be honest, right? So at the $100 level, the game I started talking about before, in a moment, your screen is going to change. You're not going to be able to give any other dollar amount beside $100. Now, if you want to give another dollar amount beside 100, hold tight. You're going to be able to give that right after we play this game. Because at the $100 level, understand how this works. I've been telling you this whole bid from the heart donation request time that you don't get anything except the feeling of knowing you gave from the bottom of your heart. During this part of the program, we do have one prize, right? The prize is a one-night stay. I want to make sure I get this right. I'm going to flip this back over here. Is a one-night stay at the brand new Spring Hill Suites right here in Bradenton. I will also tell you that in addition to a 2-day one-night stay there, you're going to have a 3-hour limo service. Now you're thinking to yourself, I'm staying at this brand new beautiful hotel. What do I need limo service for? Well, what if I tell you that we're also going to give you $200 to Oak and Stone to eat dinner while you're there? Now you're saying to yourself, Jason, Oak and Stone is right there at the Spring Hill Suites. It's connected to it. What do I need limo service for? Well, what if we also give you, for your second day there, $200 to go to the Columbia restaurant here in Sarasota. So let me tell you this winning package, then I'm going to tell you how you're going to win it. It's 2 days and 1 night at the Spring Hill Suites. It doesn't expire until the end of next year. Once again, you got plenty of time to use it, up to 18 months. You're then going to have the 3-hour limo service. You're going to have the $200 to Oak and Stone and the $200 to the Columbia. This package is worth almost $1,000. Now you're thinking to yourself, Jason, how are you going to decide who's going to get this prize at this $100 donation level? We're going to give it to the person who gives $100 last. All right? So for those of you sitting at home, if you're wondering how to play this game, if you want to play it, you have to hit the $100 donation button. It will be the only donation button that you see on your screen. It's there right now. If you look on my phone, there's only one button there. So we want to see who's willing to so-called break the seal and be our first $100 donation. It's usually the hardest one for me to get. So if you want this prize package valued at almost $1,000, all you have to do is hit that button. When I close this out, whoever our last donor is going to get the hotel stay, the dinner at the Columbia, the dinner at Oak and Stone, and the limo service. RJ Vita is in at $100. He's no dummy, right? RJ Vita from the production crew, helping to make everything sound and look great. So I think we were at $2,800, so I think he already outbid somebody else who was in at $100. So we had somebody in at $100. Amy, are you able to see who the bidder right before RJ was? So Christy Bach wants to play our game too. So Christy was in at 100, RJ was in at 100. It's going to be just like a live auction item. When I say closed, whoever our last bidder is going to be the winner of this package. You can play this game more than once. Just hit that $100 donation button. Every time you hit it, you are donating $100. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and see who else wants to get in on this. I'm going to see if there's another $100 donor out there. $400 in restaurant coupon, gift cards to the Oak and Stone and the Columbia. 3-hour limo service and the 2-day, 1-night stay at the Spring Hill Suites. Anybody else in at $100 before we put the counter on this one? Folks, again, don't trust the timing. The timing is going to be whatever the mobile bidding company says at about 30 seconds is, because my voice is getting to people at different times. Michelle Detweiler is in at $100. She's now in. So Michelle was in, Christy was in, RJ was in. We're going to see who else can get in before we close it out. Marie Gaugiel is now in at $100. We're now at $25,200. Kathleen Martella is in at $100. Now we're rolling on this right now, right? So understand whether it's Kathy or our bidders before then, Christy who wants in, or Marie wants in, you can play this game more than once. Hit that $100. Carl P. Manatee is in at $100, right? What I can do, I don't know if that name is for real or not, but I promise you it's a real donation, right? We'll take that. $25,400 to Carl P. Manatee. Who else wants in at $100 to play our game? It's the stay at the Spring Hill Suites. It's the $400 total to Oak and Stone and the Columbia. If you haven't had their 1908 salad, yes, get ready for it. And it's a 3-hour limo service. It's going to be awesome. We're at $25,400. Is there another $100 bidder before I put this countdown clock on it? I know you're waiting for that countdown clock, and then I think we're going to see them roll in. So let's go ahead and put our 30-second countdown on it right now. That 30 seconds will start. Understand it's about 30 seconds. I don't make the final decision of who our last donor is. Currently, it's Carl P. Manatee. If you have another rhyming name out there, we'll smile at that one too, whatever it may be. And Ashley Brown is in at $100. Thank you to Ashley. We're at $25,500. Folks, again, I'm not going to count it down to the last second because the mobile bidding company is going to ring that bell and tell me who our last bidder is. Ashley Brown. Bill Grenier is in at $100. He's playing our game. Anybody else want in at $100? We're at $25,600. I think we're going to get to $26,000, I think, if you want. I believe there's at least 4 more donors out there. Anybody else in before we close it out? All right, so now, before we announce Bill as our winner, I want to make sure that nobody got in right before the cutoff. Is Bill our winner of this package? We got to $25,600. We're closing out that $100 donation. So what's going to happen before Amy calls out the title, I will tell you that anyone who wants to give it any dollar amount at this time, whether it's $40 or $40,000, now's the time to pull out your phone and make that donation on your phone, right? So please understand that any dollar amount helps. I know we only called out certain dollar amounts that helped us get to $25,600, But if you want to give, whether it's, as I mentioned, $40, $20, I didn't call out $1,500. You want to give $1,500, you can certainly give $1,500. So let me check the results one more time. Yeah, Bill Grenier is our winner of our Last Man Standing prize. And equally as important, I want to keep those applause going for $25,600 for our Bid from the Heart. That is an awesome way to wrap up this part of the program. What I will tell you is that as we celebrate that, we now have more to give to you. It's time to give away our Opportunity Drawing Prize, right? The Opportunity Drawing Prize comes to us courtesy of our friends at Vanessa Jeweler. Vanessa Baugh every year supports this event. And what she has done this year is she's put this beautiful piece of jewelry together. It is a Frederick Sage designer black and white mother of pearl station necklace in 14-karat white gold. That is a mouthful, but whatever it is, it's awesome. It is almost a $3,000 value. And what we have this year for the first time is we actually have two prizes in our opportunity drawing. We have our grand prize winner, and then we also have a winner of a $125 gift card to Vanessa Jeweler. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to announce our grand prize winner, and then I will announce our consolation prize winner. And I always love to know that those who win at these games, I'm telling you, it's karma. Because it's oftentimes people who have also donated in the Bid from the Heart or also won auction items. The winner of our almost $3,000 necklace from Vanessa Jeweler is bidder 610 Marie Cowgill, right? Congratulations to Marie. Now, I will also tell you, I mentioned that consolation prize. We have a $125 gift card to Vanessa Jeweler, and that's going to go to bidder number 571, which is Susan Venters. So congratulations to Susan there as well. All right. So we promised you entertainment tonight, and you got some awesome entertainment, not only throughout our program. We hope you've had a great time and enjoyed yourself. We opened up our program with Tropical Avenue, the band that normally plays at Tropical Nights, and they said, we're still going to play at Tropical Nights. We're just going to do it virtually. So what I will tell you is as I introduce them to wrap up our evening, to wrap up this part of the program, I will tell you that I do want to take a moment to thank you for supporting Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. Tropical Nights 2020, the 27th annual Tropical Nights, this year presented by Manatee Memorial Hospital, has been a rousing success. No matter what is happening, no matter who tries to tell us we can't have a fundraiser, we're going to have a fundraiser because there are those in our community who want to give, who want to support this cause. So ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap it up, and you're going to get a huge round of applause now, and I will tell you that those round of applause are not necessarily for me or for our production crew or those running the show. The round of applause and the hooting and hollering you're about to hear are for our, what are we pointing at? We're pointing at more donations that have come in. We'll take it. Can we put that thermometer back up for a second? So we are at $29,800. We are keeping the donation button open. We're going to see if we can get to $30,000 over the next few seconds here. The beauty of this format also, I will tell you, we got it. We got it right there. That is a great way to wrap things up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us at Tropical Nights 2020. My name is Jason Alpert. Thank you so much for helping make this organization continue to thrive. As we wrap it up, I will tell you, as I mentioned, the entertainment is not over. We have got Tropical Avenue, who is going to help you dance the night away. So if you got your dancing shoes on, or if you don't got your dancing shoes on, maybe you're in your socks sitting on your couch, get up and dance as we celebrate Tropical Nights 2020. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
No girl ladies got a shade on, sweet Georgia Brown. To their feet, but also needed sweet Georgia Brown. They fly, wanna die for sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you just why. You know, you don't lie, not much. It's been said she knocks them dead when she lands in town. Since she came home, what a shame how she cools them down. She can't get all the fellas. She ain't that Georgia, claim the Georgia, named her sweet Georgia Brown. and those so need it. Sweet Georgia Brown, they'll sigh and wanna die for sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you just why. You know, I don't lie, not much. The best that I give it, sweet Georgia Brown. They buy clothes and fashion shows with way down the town. She can't get all the feathers. She ain't there. Georgia came to Georgia, named her Sweet Georgia Brown. Sweet Georgia Brown, y'all.